like I said, this is 2023. Remember, Yoi Shanai. Oh. It's your boy Mr. CV. We're back again. We're back again in 2023. And this is going to be my first video for 2023. It's absolutely amazing. I want to say Happy New Year to every single one of you. I know not every single one I could say Happy New Year to. But if I did say Happy New Year to you, please don't take it personal. It's just because obviously there's a lot of people who say Happy New Year. But on here, I'm saying Happy New Year to you. Now another thing as well is, if you're new to my channel or this is the first time you're watching my channel, please click the subscribe button. But also, one thing I always say is please don't just click the subscribe button for the sake of clicking the subscribe button. If you like what I'm doing, if you like my channel, if you like the things I'm saying, click the subscribe button, because I just don't want to get lots of people, get huge numbers, and then people are not actively watching my videos. I prefer people that are actively watching my videos, but also engaging in my videos as well, and obviously dropping their comments, liking the videos, and also giving their true opinion on some of the things I talk about. Not everything I talk about you agree on or you agree with. That's fine, that's absolutely fine. We can have a discussion about it. So if you like what I'm doing and you want to see more of my videos, please click the subscribe button and put the notification on as well to notify you anytime I make videos. Just before I get into the video as well, I want to think about something, some Japanese saying, which says Yoi Shanai, Yoi Kangai. Good thinking equals good product, or good thinking, good product. That means if you think well, you produce good things. And this 2023 you're going into, this 2023 that all of us are going into, or all of us are in already, we need to start thinking well. Some of you have so much negative thoughts in your mind. We need to start thinking positively, because if you think positively, like the saying says, you produce good things, and that's what we want. Remember, Yoi Shanai, Yoi Kangai. So that's a Japanese saying, which means good thinking equals good product, or good thinking, good product. Also, in terms of that good thinking as well, this 2023, I want to say this as well, I want to make this clear. Nobody's above blocking. If you give me stress, I'll block you. If you give me a headache, I'm going to block you. Nobody's above blocking, because listen, this 2023 I want to go into, I want to take the steering wheel of my life. I want to be the main driver of my life. I'm tired of being a passenger. I want to steer my life in a direction that I want to, in a direction I will be happy with. And if I see anyone that's trying to bring negativity into my life, that's trying to bring stress, or that's bringing things that's going to affect me, my mental health or my mental well-being, straight, I'm going to block you straight. And that's what it's going to be. But like I said already, Yoi Shanai, Yoi Kangai. Good thinking equals good product. Yeah, that's a Japanese saying I'm giving you for free. Now, in terms of that good thinking, on my channel I always promote good things, because I always tell people, like I said, back to the saying, if you think good, you produce good things. And I always say to people, think well, because when I tell people, oh, people have bought property, people have done this, people have done that, people don't always believe. And I know we live in a generation where people say a lot of things, but trust me, I'm a person where before I bring something, I've already verified it, or I have people that I know for sure that have done it, that I can trust. This is another thing that I want you guys to share. So one of the guys that I know, he just actually moved into a property.
Well, welcome home.
And there's a property that I want you guys to know about. This property scheme mostly applies to people in London. I've also got one of my other very good friend. He's a very good friend. I've known him since when I was young. He's also bought property as well up in Portsmouth. I want to do a video with him as well, but he's a family man. He's busy, and also it means I have to travel all the way to Portsmouth as well. But listen, don't worry about him. I think one of the videos that I did with one of my good friend of mine from uni that also bought property as well, you can check that video out if you're interested. I'm gonna put the link of that video at the bottom of the description. Afterwards, you can go and check out the video, and I think you should check it out, because like I said, good thinking, good product. when you get these, let me not talk too much. Let me take it step by step. So as I was saying, so my guy, he just bought a property, and he just, I don't want to say he just bought property. He's got a property, and he's on his way to being on the property ladder. Now, there's a reason why I'm saying that. The scheme that he's actually using for the property is called London Living Rent. So what this London Living Rent does is, for example, if you want to get a property but you don't have deposit, what they do is you sign a contract for an amount of years, let's say 3 years, and after the 3 years, the aim is you pay rent on that property, and the aim is you'll be able to save money for a deposit for that property, so that by the time the 3 years is up, you will have the deposit to put on that property, which you can use in like a shared ownership scheme or any other schemes that are there that are available. I'm going to put there the eligibility of this property, which you can see on the screen right here. One of them is you have to live or work in London. The scheme is only applied to people that are Londoners. So if you're not a Londoner, you can have a look at your area that you live in and check whether they have similar schemes as well. Have a maximum household income of 60,000, so your income can't be over 60,000. If you're really interested, you can have a look at their website and you can check it out. I'm gonna go through one of the things that are good about this property scheme. So the good thing about this property scheme is that you're on your way to owning a property. Basically, you're on your way to being on a property ladder. And in that case as well, if you're someone like myself that is motivated, it gives you like a target. So like I said, if you sign like a 3-year tenancy agreement, in that 3 years, obviously you know the target is to work as hard as you can to get deposit, so that by the time the 3 years come, you can be able to put a deposit down to get into the property ladder. Another good thing as well, which you can see from the property as well, which you can see the video of the property as well, is that you get brand new property. For the main man.
Bro.
Oh, come on, brother.
New home, new peace, new freedom.
Hey, you get a brand new property. What I mean by you get brand new property is that it changes your mentality. It allows you to aspire yourself, actually, because now you're not just living in any rundown property. You're living in a brand new property, and it gives you that inspiration to actually push yourself, to achieve, to be motivated, to have the drive. If you don't aspire, you expire. Because if you're not aspiring for something, you're going to expire. And if you're not informed, you'll be deformed. So for you not to reach that level, you need to be pushing yourself, you need to be motivating yourself. Man, this ain't bad at all. But one thing I will say about this property scheme that you need to have a think about is, let's say for example, you got into the property was worth 200,000 for example, and you signed a 3-year tenancy agreement. Now, when you now save up for the deposit, what they will do is they will reevaluate the property price according to the current market. So 3 years ago, if you bought the property for 200,000, and now after 3 years the property is 230,000, now you have to have deposit enough for that 230,000. The deposit you have will not be for that 200,000. So that's one of the downside of that scheme, because sometimes you might need more deposit than you think. So that's one of the downside of that scheme. So that's one of the problems. But like I said, if you want to get into the property like that and you are highly motivated and you know you can push yourself, there's another way. There's so many schemes, like I said, which, like I said, you can watch the other video that I've done on the property with a friend of mine. There's so many schemes that you can use, but this is also another scheme. This is also something else to look at, because property is a very, very big thing. And you can tell, I haven't listened to what my friend's reaction to getting the property after I did a little video with him. The man of the moment. Come here.
You guys should come and pray for me.
Hey.
It's not by my power, but it's God.
How you feeling, man? How you?
I just feel blessed.
Yeah. Tell us.
so emotional right now.
How did you manage to get the property, man?
Is a colleague of mine at the council I worked. She's older than me, so she told me about this London living rent. It's a scheme, so she told me about it, and she gave me the link, and I just decided to apply for it. This particular housing agent is called Orbit, but they have for L&Q too. L&Q, I think that is well known. I tried that one, I couldn't get that one. Those ones, they're looking for higher salary.
Yeah.
So this one, I just said, let me try it. I just tried it on my system, and I didn't even put my mind in. They just got back to me that the first stage was successful, that they're going to contact me to come and do the house viewing and everything. And I was like, wow, unbelievable. Wow,
man. What would you say for anyone that is looking to get a property, but maybe they've tried different system or they haven't?
What I would say is, regardless, no matter how you've tried, don't give up. You continue to strive hard. Continue to just make sure don't limit yourself. Like she said, consistency is the key. Don't limit yourself. Make sure you relate to people at work. You don't know who can help you at work, at home. Just be friendly. Have that open mind and be kind, and God will just do it.
Like I said, property is a very, very big thing. There's nothing better, there's no better feeling than having something of your own. In this country, especially in this UK especially, one of the things is you actually don't fully have property of your own. Even though your name is on there, if you fail to keep up the payments, they can take the property away from you. It technically is your property, but it's not your property, because at any moment you fail to keep up the payments, they can take it away from you. But the fact that your name is there, it gives you peace of mind. Like, you can sleep anywhere. If you want, you can sleep on the floor. Nobody's gonna question you because it's yours. So, and it's up to you. Just to finish off as well, I've got another scheme as well that you can have a look at that someone shared with me. I've actually had a look at this scheme. I don't know too much about this scheme, but I have asked people that know better than me on this scheme. It's called Way Home. And this Way Home is, what he does is basically, let's say for example, a property is 200,000. Let me use that 200,000 example. Let's say for example, a property is 200,000. Yeah. Now that the property is 200,000, a group of people, they will put the money down to buy that property. So they will buy the property for you, or they would have bought that property for 200,000. I don't know the group of people, but the company that deals with that knows those information. What you will now do, you will now buy a share of that property, or whatever your money can afford of that property, of those people. So for example, if your money can only afford 5% of that property, you basically put down money for 5% of that property. Over time, you can start to buy more of the shares on that property. One of the good things about this property is you don't have to go through mortgage. Let's say for example, you buy that 5% of that property, the rest of the 95% you pay rent on it. You pay rent on that property. Obviously, the more shares you keep buying on the property, the less the rent reduces. All these schemes, they also have a catch to it. That's just the only issue. They also have a catch to it. One of the catch to it, according to one of my good friends that was actually looking at with that scheme, he was saying basically, in terms of the share, you can only buy small shares of the property up to 40%. But once you reach 40%, the rest of the 60%, you actually need to have the money to buy up the whole rest of the 60%. And the issue is, every time you want to buy up this share, they reevaluate the property. So if the price of the property has gone up, you always have to pay more money and more deposit. These are some of the issues with some of these schemes, and that's what it is. But like I said, there's also another scheme, and you also get most of the time you also get a brand new property as well. Like I said, there's no better feeling than obviously having a property, and sometimes, like I said, just that feeling of having a property, it changes your mentality. It's just not a property, it's a brand new property. It changes your mentality, because now you as a person want to achieve, you want to push yourself, you want to challenge yourself. Obviously, not all of us want to stay in the same position, obviously, and if you do want to stay in the same position, that's up to you as well. But someone like myself that is motivated, that wants to push myself, that wants to get as high as I can and see how far I can go, definitely, these are schemes for you to to have a look at. You don't have to follow any of these schemes. These are just ideas for you. These are just ideas that you can choose. But like I said, in my channel, before I bring anything to you, number one, most of the time I've already verified it. And I don't just verify it from anyone. I verify it with people that I know and I can trust. And if I'm not sure, I put my hands up and I tell people, look, I'm not sure, but I might know one or two people that can tell you better, that know better, or I'll recommend you go and do research and find out the information yourself. Remember, this is 2023, and remember, Yoi Shanai, Yoi Kangai. Good thinking, good product. This 2023, you don't want to be thinking the same. I don't want to be thinking the same. I've written some of my targets for the year, some of the things I wanted to achieve this year, and I want to find ways in order to achieve them. But I want to be thinking good. I want to be thinking good because it allows you to produce better. This 2023, don't carry your 2022 mentality or 2021 mentality. As you're going, you need to be updated. You need to update yourself. You need to update your mentality. You need to update your ideology because things are changing. Because if you're not updated, you'll be outdated. This 2023, I know it's going to be a fantastic, amazing year. I know that for sure. And already, this is a fantastic news for you. I'm very happy for my guy for obviously moving into the property. And also 2023 as well, please be happy for people. I'm always happy for people, regardless of whatever they achieve, because I know how difficult, I know how hard it is. Sometimes we overlook some of these achievements. Sometimes we overlook it. And I always say, even I just said it recently to my family, sometimes they overlook so many things me, my brother, my sister we've achieved. Sometimes they overlook it. They just look at it as if, oh, it's nothing, it's small. No, it's not. Because if it was that easy, trust me, everybody would do it. Trust me, I can guarantee you that. And I know it's not easy. So for me, I'm always happy for people, because you know what? If you're happy for people, good things as well will happen to you as well. People will be happy for you. You know what I mean? I don't get jealous or envious of people. And also, by them doing that thing, I feel motivated. I try and learn from them. I want them to show me the way of doing it. And if it's good for me, then I follow the same scheme. If it's not good for me, then I say, okay, thank you for the information, and at least I'm aware. So this 2023, I know it's going to be an amazing year. I know it's going to be a fantastic year. And I'm wishing every single one of you, whether you're my subscriber, whether you're not my subscriber, you watch my videos without me knowing, whether you watch my videos, you like what I'm doing, but you haven't subscribed yet, wherever you are, wherever you're watching me from, I'm wishing you an amazing 2023 with good success, with good happiness, and keep watching Mr. CV, keep supporting the channel, because without you guys, the channel can't grow. You guys are the one that make this channel grow. So I can only do my part, which is to make videos and make it to the best of my ability, to the best level I can. But without you guys and without your support, the channel cannot grow. So keep supporting the channel, keep supporting your boy Mr. CV, and watch out for the next video, and have a fantastic and amazing day, and have a fantastic, amazing year as well. Thank you.